There are countless stories in this world.
But this one is special.
This is the Digify Africa story.
Digify
Digify has
has
launched the careers of many young people in digital marketing, with graduates thriving in Kenya, Nigeria, and South Africa.
These are their stories.
Hashtag Digify100.
Hi, my name is Akhona Mantomazana Mahle, also known as the Dreadlock Princess. I am story 11 over 100. I really get so emotional when I have to speak about why I joined Digify, because it was the year that my grandmother passed away, and I had just started my own modeling agency, which was Nefertari Model Management. So I was really curious about how do brands connect with their audiences online, and how do they grow their businesses online. So I was introduced to Digify Pro by one of the people from my kasi, which was Wix and Sia. And yeah, that's why I joined Digify Pro. I wanted to grow my business online and scale up. Initially, I actually studied business informatics. And after graduating, I realized that this doesn't actually align with what I wanted to do. And I didn't want to be one of those people that are really miserable at their job. So after graduating, I told my grandmother and my mom that because I was sure that this is not what I'm meant to do. So I then came across Digify Pro, and then that's when I started digital marketing. And I always refer to myself as God's favorite child because literally after a week of graduating from the program, I got an interview and I've been working ever since. So working for one of the global agencies in the world, which was Wonderman Thompson at that time, now is VML. And I've worked on some of the coolest and greatest brands. I started at Vodacom, Standard Bank, and now currently with one of the coolest car brands. And on my personal branding, I think Digify has really helped me, because now I get to work with great brands, which are paid partnerships. And then another thing that is so close to my heart is my own business, which is called Lock Nation Africa, which is a community that I started online for people with dreadlocks, and I sell products specifically for them. Digify Pro has really impacted my life in a very great way. I moved out of home. I now stay at my own place, and I have multiple streams of income. I do content creation and get paid partnerships, and I also make money by selling my products online, and all this by the power of social media. I think one of the people that I look up to in the industry, the voice of marketing, Label Liner, always emphasizes on personal branding. And I think that is one of the most valuable things that I learned from the program, is how important personal branding is. At first, before I joined the program, I really used to undermine the importance of having a digital presence. But now that I'm in this space, I think that having a personal branding is not optional, because you are your brand. And I really believe that how you position yourself or present yourself online can get you a lot of opportunities, or you can just fail. The most important thing that I do from the skills that I learned from Digify Pro, with every campaign or project that I do, I always refer back to insights and reporting before I come up with any strategy. I think that's very important. And I do a lot of social listening, especially for my brand and the brands that I work with. I think social listening is so important, to listen to what your audience wants and how they behave, so that you can come up with great strategies. My favorite part about digital marketing is content creation. I think with all the crazy ideas that I have, I get to bring them to life. It's something that I really love. So what Digify Pro taught me is that you need to always align with the brand. So whatever ideas that you come with, make sure that they align. I think with Digify Pro has taught me to think, adapt, and stay current. I remember when we used to have assignments, we will work on like real life briefs from agencies, and we'll get a lot of assignments at the same time, and we'll complain. But actually, when you get to work at an agency, it's like that, fast paced, and you have to adapt. There's always trends, there's always something happening. And also I think something that is very important, even if there are skills that I got from Digify, but because of the digital marketing space, there's always something new. So you need to upskill yourself. There are things like AI right now. So I had to upskill myself on those skills that I never got to learn when I did my program with Digify. So yeah, you just need to stay current with what's happening. I believe so much in storytelling. I think video format performs really well on socials. So with that, I've learned to, with some of the campaigns that I come up with, I always say, guys, let's do storytelling. I know that it will do great. So I can say that is like my 9 to 5. So I can't really mention like some of the work that I've worked with. But I can say with my business, Lock Nation Africa, it started off as just a community for people with dreadlocks. And I think this is a success story because I took my pain point to profit. So I used to get a lot of DMs from people with dreadlocks. Started getting a lot of following from people with dreadlocks. And that was all because of the content that I was creating around my hair. Even influencer marketing before it became a thing. So how I started my socials, it was just me documenting my modeling career and my hairstyles. And people with dreadlocks will actually do those hairstyles and tag me. And then I'll get a lot of questions. And then I was like, okay, there's something here, there's a gap. What I realized is that in South Africa, there was a lot of communities for people with natural hair, specifically I'm an Afro. But if there was any, none for people with dreadlocks. So who's for us? Who's representing us? So I had to come in, and I love talking about my hair a lot because I've been growing my dreadlocks for 23 years, and I believe that it tells, don't ask how old I am. I think it tells a lot about who I am and what I stand for, which is love, patience, and dedication. So from that, and this is just through social media because 95% of my customers are from Instagram and TikTok. I don't have a website. I sell on socials and WhatsApp and Facebook. That's all. And I don't know, Mazinga shut that down. Which is why I need to scale up, because through social media I started getting international clients. How can we get your products? We're from the US. And I'm just like, oh my word, how do I do this? So this is something that I need to work on, get a website so that I can actually cater for that international audience. I'm someone that really loves attending events. So I attend a lot of events that are related to my industry, where I get to connect and network with other people and get inspired as well. Yeah, and also I listen to a lot of podcasts. So that's how I stay on trends. So I use Meta Business Suite to stay on top of trends and to track my insights. So Meta Business Suite basically is where there's Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. Yeah. So with the work that I do, comments, engagement, everything coming from Facebook. So it's just all on one platform. That's where you manage all your platforms. So you can even boost your campaigns. Yeah, it makes life easier instead of you going on different platforms, but everything is just on one platform. And maybe let's say you posted a campaign or a post and you want to see how it's tracking, you can check on that platform. Love it so much. I also want to upskill on Adobe tools to sharpen my video editing skills and graphic designing, because I'm so interested in taking content, and when I have to edit, I love editing. Oh, it's so healing for me. So I've realized that some of the tools that I use limit me. So I really want to learn on how to polish like the content that I put out there. My advice to someone who wants to join Digify Pro is to believe in yourself and show up fully. You don't have to have it figured out. The program is there to guide and support you. And ask questions. When you're in the program, ask questions, engage, and don't be afraid to shoot your shot. I think one thing that has really worked for me in all the opportunities that I get, I shoot my shot. If I want to work with a brand, I DM. Some blue tick, but some actually respond. And another thing that has also worked for me is maybe I want to work with a brand. I will actually create the content and then the brand will approach me. So don't be afraid of seeking for opportunities, asking people to mentor you. Yeah, I think that's the advice I give to someone who wants to start. Okay, first of all, I think I want to grow my brand. I think I'm sleeping so much on my brand, and I know for a fact that Lock Nation is a big brand. I don't like saying my small business, not downplaying it. So I'm planning to have a website. I'm planning to introduce more products specifically for people with dreadlocks, which one of them is swimming caps and shower caps, because we need those to shower with your locks. And I'm also in the process of writing a kids book, which is called The Lock Princess. So I'm really excited about that. And I currently have 2 ads on TV. One of them is for Capitec, and the other, which just recently been live, is Fresh Pack Roibos. So watch out for that. Thank you.
Your journey with Digify Africa is a unique story.
And we want to hear it from your early days of Digify Pro in 2011 to 2022.
Tell us where you are now and how your career has been impacted.
Help us fill this book with 100 stories.
#Digify 100.